Good morning. I'm currently watching to see what they do with this area. Notice we had two blue vectors here. New 15-minute candles on the 5. I mean, it depends if they want to come back into this blue vector wick. They could. We've got that mapped off here. So this is the blue vector wick. There's some volume here. It's another one. So we're just going to leave that marked off here. They've been... This was news. Let's see. Check the 15. 15 is looking... toppy. Curious what the TDI looks like. TDI, this was toppy. This side not so much. So we do have some divergence here. A little bit. A little bit. Good morning, Koa. So we have imbalances here. I don't know, we're sitting right where they could reverse from. Maybe not for a very long time, but this makes me sick. So I was actually long here last night. Like right after I got off the stream. This lined up beautifully. Before Hong Kong even opened. I only took the trade from, I think I was in, yeah, I was in about 495-ish. That was about where my entry was. And then I took profit. Like, here. I think it was about 100 ticks. Sad. So sad. Okay, so actually working back into this 1-minute box. We have a lot of blue and violet vectors. So there is like, there's volume here. I just don't know if it's gonna actually follow through. What is today? Today's Wednesday. So maybe... I wonder if we're working back into this red vector wick on the 4 hour. Towards like yesterday high. Music's gonna drive me nuts. I think I liked it better yesterday. Sorry, I'm trying to find some background music real quick because it's gonna drive me nuts to be quiet in here. Okay, this says that it's no copyright, so we'll try this. Maybe if I have it too loud. I think I'm okay. kind of curious to see if they do try to reverse from here a little bit. So I got my time frames covered. There we go. So we did not get a vector on the 5 like what I would have thought that we would have seen, but this is a nice little pullback. Ooh, nice pullback. Let's look and see what this looks like on the 1. Coming back to the 50. Okay, this is what we were watching for. So it kind of just failed to break higher. But they're leaving this red vector on the 1 minute that they could come back to. I don't know. Ooh, we are 2 minutes from open. I had a position open. I'm actually going to close it. Trying to see if we can come back down to the 200 before New York opened. Just trying to see. Because look, we have the news imbalance, and then we have all these imbalances down here from Asia. We're getting a violet on the 1. So this might be a pullback to go higher first. Okay. Okay, so we're retesting the, London. Yep. Pull back to go higher. I missed the blue vector. It's okay. Okay, so now we're testing yesterday's high. So it's like we're just flying right through it. They must have liked the news between Nvidia and yesterday. Or the news this morning, I mean. Thing is, the markets are all very, very long. The overnights are long. I'm just gonna have to wait. Yes, this is the 1 minute. I am scalping a short here, but it's super tight. I'm using the 15-second to keep my trades at break even. Because this looks like this could just keep going up. Yeah, it just tagged me out. See if we can get another push up. I'm watching the 727 area. Okay, we're getting another push to the upside. We have imbalances upside, so might be better just to go with the overnight trend, but I don't. Okay, we're at that 727. Nope, just rebroke the highs. Now we have a blue vector on the 1. This looks strong. Another green vector. I think 761 is on the cards for sure. Oh, we're failing 727. Possibly. No, they're gonna continue up. So that's what it looks like. They're holding right at 727, 728. Is this the short back down? They didn't take... I don't think this is the short yet. I mean, I see all the imbalances, but I don't think that they're done yet. Man, maybe they are. If they come straight back to 640 and fail, then we're targeting all this liquidity downside. Hypothetically. Okay, now we're violet on the 1. I think we've got another push up before they come down. All they did is come down and retest yesterday's high. We're still leaving that violet vector upside. And we are green red on the 5, which could signal a reversal. We've got that violet vector upside to take back. Are we gonna fail the 700s? Or are we gonna hold this? This is like right where the VWAP is for the session. There's no bottom wick. Kind of seemed like it just pushed up and stopped. Did not set this up right today. Let me see if I can get this. There, now I only have to look at one screen. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let me duplicate this and give myself another screen to work with. So we're coming back into this area. What I'm looking for is this to turn into some sort of like an M formation. They just took back that violet vector on the 1 minute. Tick for tick, almost. Pretty dang close. Oh, where is this one? Just snapping screens everywhere. Oh, no, I want this one right here. There we go. I don't think we're quite ready for cells. Let me actually... We're gonna take the cell. Trailing it at stops. It stopped me out because I'm dumb like that. It should come right back down again. See if it pushes up one more time. There's just so much liquidity downwards to take back. Price came up with the VWAP. VWAP is just sideways for the moment though. I'm gonna wait for something definitive. Like, I see this imbalance down here, but what we were getting yesterday was much better. Yep, this might be like that extra push higher to come back into the 760s. 762. Because we're almost at the range daily high. How many pushes do we have? Kind of came down. I would have... level 1, 2. We should be in a level 3 on the 1 minute. Was that it? We did not take out the high. We still have 2 minutes until I'm gonna wait. I want to wait for the next 15-minute candle. Let's see what the 15 looks like. 15. Yeah, see, they still have this too. I think we can still push up before we come down. So I'm gonna wait. I would rather it start to turn instead of me hoping that it turns. I don't want to be in the very top. I want to be like after it actually shows that it's going to break down. Refresh this. Don't die on me now. Thank you. Okay. Waiting for that new 15-minute candle. So another 30 seconds. Now what will be interesting, so basically we'll be looking for sales under yesterday's high. They're gonna push up again. Yeah. This looks like they're gonna re-break the high. But we're below the session VWAP. New 15-minute candle. We really want to see if they're gonna fail the VWAP and come down, or if they're gonna hold this. I'm gonna take cells on my group, and then on this one I'm gonna turn off the group and go to this one. Okay, so we a violet vector on the one. They might snap up again. I don't know, 5 minute looks pretty good. We have a single shark fin though. A single. That looked like a good rejection. Did that come off of yesterday's high? I tried to wick through it. They took back most of the violet vector. Let's see, if they make a little W right here, then I'm going to close. Try and see if they're actually going to push down to the 50 again. This looks like it can come right back up again. Yeah, this looks like they're gonna try coming back up. Still in my position for the moment. Moving my stops to break even. It looks like it's indecisive. Yeah, I just took out my stops. We made a whopping $25. I really want to buy it right here. In fact, I am going to buy it right here. I'm going to keep my stop there at the 50 EMA. I'm really just looking to see if it'll come back up to the 700s. And then what is it going to do from the 700? Or is this a micro M formation down here? Are we actually going to get that retest of the 700s? That's a pretty strong candle. Looks like, okay. Micro M. No. Is it gonna... Just trying to decide what it's gonna do here. Are we gonna eat this imbalance off the open? We're now below the 50 on the 1. It's a lot of violets on the 5. Okay, that tagged us out, but where was open? This one? I just have a really hard time believing that that was it. That we're not going to get another push higher. Okay, well, let's wait. That looks like we're failing at price. We're now back at the 200. I'm taking sales, setting a break even. Might get tagged right back out again. Red vector on the 1. Psi high is below. We almost pinned the 800. Come on, go take 600. Don't come back up. And you came back up. As boring as it sounds, I'm gonna wait. As boring as it sounds. So they came up and retested the New York Open and then continued selling off. Okay, so I was right in my theory of the shorts. I just didn't execute it well. I thought for sure we'd get a second push higher. The only thing is this is all vectors on the 5. And on the 1. I'm gonna actually try buys. I'm gonna try buys. They should reclaim this red vector. Looks like we are selling off according to the VWAP, but 656 is my target. That is another red vector on the 5. That's a lot of red vectors on the 5. We're not done yet. And they're sat here at the 200 EMA on the 5. So I did finally set some stops in place here. If they crack that 951, our stops will get taken out. I'm just looking for a retrace to take back. Most of this. Six, 5, 7, 6, 5, 6. We'll see. I'd expect them to at least tap the 50 EMA, which is 629. Or at least tap that before we flush down further. So I should at least get some sort of an exit. There's the tap of the 50 on the 5. Almost. I actually need to go just a tick higher. We're at the psychological high. I'm actually going to give this just a little bit more room. Depends if we actually hold the psi high or if we're going to start flushing it. Right here is where it matters. There we go. Yep. Okay, so let me close this out. Well, this might be a boring day. Just figure we broke the daily high, so they could come down and break the lows for the session. Before we go up. I have no reason to go long here. We have like a micro W structure, but there's no vectors down here. We're at the 800. Okay, now we're 9 o'clock. Let's see what happens. We need to see if we actually hold. No, it looks like we're not. We need to see if we hold the 600. We're gonna try it. Seems like it wants to hold that 600. Does it just be... maybe not. 15-second moves too fast sometimes. Seems like it's having a hard time getting over. My stops are now at break even on this group trade. I think we can get some push upside. So my thinking is, you know, did the market makers now get everybody to go short, or did they make them think to go long? Oh, I don't like that wick. Yeah, take me out, that's fine. These markets are kind of funky. Little funky this morning. Just trying to hold that 600. Tapping the 50 EMA on the 5-minute. Are we actually going to break above this box? Or are we going to sell off again? We have a wick through it. We do have lots of imbalances upside to continue taking. I just thought that we would take more of the overnights before we attempted to go up again. This feels too slow, so I am going to take the short, and we're going to go break even on this group trade immediately. I want to see him come down and retest the bottom of this box. Okay. Let's see if we can drop further. No, okay. So now I'm buying here. This actually looks like an inverted head and shoulders, and my stops can go at the bottom of the box, which makes it much easier to know. Yep, target upside is going to be 718. Back for the violet vector. Might take us a while to get there. Depends if we can actually skedaddle. 7. Well, we'll see if we can actually let this one ride. That's a pretty nice inverted head and shoulders on the 1, or on the 15 second. Not as clear on the 1. Well, at least tag 657. If we, let's see, it'll wick up, tap the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. A little bit more. And then we'll see what it does from there. I am moving my stops to break even because I feel like we've shifted far enough away that if it comes back down, then we're okay. There we go. We're testing the VWAP for the session. Took back the red vector on the 1. Now I have a blue vector. This be careful that it doesn't just reverse to come lower. I want to see it shift above the session VWAP to know if it's actually going to hold. Thanks, Koa. I don't know if I'm a beast, but I definitely have, you know, I take losses as well. I just try not to let them define me. Okay, so it seems like we're holding the 50, but we have to get above the VWAP. So I'm going to move my stops to just a tick below the 50 EMA. That way, if they do decide to reject the VWAP and this candle flips, then we'll worry about, you know, getting kicked out of our trade. I need a drink, 1 second. Okay. Wish I had taken this on my other account, but that's okay. Super calm. Excuse me. Hang on. What do they say? Once you... I don't know. Once you get in it and you've taken enough losses, it just doesn't bother you as much anymore. I really want to get to a point today to where I can put down some big size. We may be failing the VWAP. Looks like they want to come back down. I swear, Trade of 8 looks like it's faster on one screen than it is the other. Okay, so we basically came back and tapped the 50 on the 1 minute. Very cleanly. Super clean, super clean. The only worry I have is that they might actually just... Are we going to fail the VWAP or are we going to continue going up? I don't really want them to come back for all of this blue vector on the 1 minute. It's interesting how we have some of these like high volume nodes. Basically there's one sitting at 83. Yeah, really 83 was about it. You would think if we get to that price point again, we might get the same reaction. Kind of getting stagnant here. I'm gonna force myself to move my stops tighter. We'll see if it just tags me out or if it actually goes, because we're in the VWAP. The good thing about trading is you can always take another position. If we hold this area, this will be like the 1, 2. This must be like the third time that we've been at this price point today. Are you gonna stop me out, NASDAQ? I'd rather you not, but I do see this blue vector here, imbalance at the 200. Just saying, it is there. I would rather it go to yesterday's high first, and it stopped me out. That's okay. Okay. We're still at the VWAP. We could be making a M formation on the VWAP. You know what? I'm gonna try this. Where was that? So the bottom of the blue vector. I'm tempting shorts here. No, not 606. 634. The 200 is 636. 636 and a half. So we'll see. All I'm aiming for is this vector. Oh, with a reaction like that, I think we could actually go a little further. There's that high volume node right there. I want to see if we're actually going to roll over. I'm putting stops at break even just in case. This does look like it wants to come down. It's not a vector yet, though. Really gonna stop me out? So fast. So fast. El Stapo Alto. Yes, I talk like this as an idiot. It's okay. Imagine it holding after you're out of a position. Why does it seem like that music got really loud? It does seem like it's really loud. There, I turned it down just a tick. Okay, so. We may just leave that blue vector there for later.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
Imagine getting ads when it says no ads.
A complete AI creation platform.
Now they should snap down for that blue vector. and retest the 200 on the 1 minute. Let's see if they do that. That also follows in suit with the 50 EMA on the 5 minute time frame. Just see what they're gonna do with it. Oh, and it's also the daily. The daily VWAP. My brain can keep up today. Okay, I've actually opened this up as a Q&A. I don't know how this works. I don't know. This is weird. I've never seen this before. And it's not wanting to show me the Q&A. I can't see the chat. So how am I supposed to... Oh, that's messed up. Whatever. We'll leave it there for now. Oh, he almost had the rest of this blue vector. Let's see what it does. Are we making a micro W on... Oh, okay. That's what we're gonna do. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it? Are we actually going to take a trade? Oh yeah. Because I know where I want my stops to be. Yep. I always like a trade when it's like, I know where I want my stops to end up. So if it doesn't hold from right here, yes, they left a sliver of this blue vector. Dang it, that makes me nervous. Well, oh well. All we can do is wait and see. Oops, don't move that. Actually, this I think is supposed to be right there. I'll try that. La ventate. Can we get a... So that's interesting. Double... it basically comes back to... It's a double bottom with no wicks on the 5. It's definitely odd. Okay, my live accounts, I'm putting my stops break even. I like this. We have all this upside and more that we can take back. That's why I like this trade. I need to put this one. Oh, that's rude. This is why we have stops at break even, though. Things are getting spicy. That was basically, it came back to the midpoint of the W that it made and then bounced off. So that's where my new, yeah, we're going there. That's where we're going with our stops now. We are trailing stops and guaranteeing a little bit of profit. A little bit. This is not working. Where did my... I don't even know where it went. And this thing could roll over now, but where is my Q&A thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it stopped me out on 1. Now, okay, now everything stopped out. Making sure. They do look like they want to come down. Okay, they took back the green vector on the 1 minute. And then came right back up. So I mean that's kind of a good sign. We have buyers and then they're filling their imbalances relatively quickly. What if, hypothetically, well, there's two hypotheticals here, actually. So was this an M formation, a retrace, and then down to come further down? Okay, so we have this one, M, and then this is level 1 retrace. Or, so level 1 retrace to come down and retest daily open. Or, if we get rid of this, this is the 1 minute. Was this our W, right? To start a new cycle? And is this our level 1 retrace to go higher? So it's just finding where we're at in the cycle. Man, as much as I want to say, it looks like they made an M. Right? This is an M above yesterday's high. So we should come down again. So why am I being chicken to go short? Because right now we're playing ping pong between two VWAPs. We're at the daily VWAP right now, and then we have the session VWAP right above. So they're kind of zigzagging in between these two VWAPs right now. They just have to decide which way are we going. Looks like we're dropping off. Nope. As soon as it goes one way, it's like, nah, just kidding. You know what that was? That was them sweeping that 5 minute or that 1 minute blue vector. Now we'll see what they're gonna do with this. We look at the daily. Nope, we still have imbalances to fill from here. I'm gonna lock that back in place. Go back to the 1 minute. There we go. And while we have a slow minute, there is my free Discord link down below. There's also my Instagram. You're welcome to friend me on Instagram, follow me. And then there's also a link to this layout, this white layout that I'm using right now. It's also down there for anybody using TradingView. So you can literally copy all the indicators that I have on here. Okay, so that was a pin. This is looking upside. Are we going to hold the 50 EMA or the 200? 637. 63. Interesting. This is one of those trades that my husband's like, you probably shouldn't have taken that trade. You don't need to take all the extra trades, babe. I know, but it's like, it's how my brain works. It's so hard when it just like lifts. Making a W off this previous point of interest. So I'm kind of like, I'm intrigued by this zone. Let's see. See, I like that. Okay, so we don't want it to come back down because then I'll be wrong. Like really wrong. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to do the same thing on my live account. Link ups over here. Push. Push. Over the VWAP. Over the daily. There you go. Oh, or fail. Or fail. What are we going to do? We're going to take me out. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Almost. Hashtag being rude. So rude. This is just kind of some nasty behavior. Did it yesterday about this time too, though, huh? Or it like went and then it just went sideways for ever. Come on, get over the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. The 50 EMA. I'm trying to zoom in because I know not everybody's screen is very big. Ugh, dirty. Fill your little gap and then continue. Tiny little gap. Looks like they pretty much filled it though. No, now they filled it. Okay, can you take off so that way I can move this to break even? Coming back on the 5 minute. Found support at the 50 EMA on the 5. Okay, we're gonna trail this. Go on, NQ. All right, so this basically confirms my earlier suspicion as far as what we were doing. So yes, we had an M here, but they already played it out as a level 1, level 2. This was our level 3, okay? The market maker pattern, basically. And so then we start a new one, W, level 1, long retrace on level 2, and so now we should be going up here to do something like this or continue pushing out of here if this was a level 1. Where's Awatas at? He'd be so proud. He was always really good at the levels. And this is actually a good sign. When we see a green vector on the 1 minute pushing through something, so it can be pushing through the 50 EMA, it could be pushing through the session VWAP. It just gives you an idea that there's a strong push through and away. So I would expect them to come down and retest this, but I wouldn't expect them to just, you know, drop it like it's hot from here. Could they? Sure. It's NASDAQ. But personally, I like to see a green vector through the session VWAP for a continuation higher. As long as we can hold the 50. I feel like moving my stops because I think this was a W. I think it's just going to come back and retest this. That didn't look like a trap to me. I don't think that was a trap through the VWAP. Yes, it was a volume spike, but I don't think it was a trap. And I am going to leave my stops where they are. Only because this should have been a reversal, but if they come all the way back down here, they could just bleed out. And they've come back into this previous zone, but we still have 3 minutes left. I feel like we're going up. I almost want to add to this position. Almost. I feel like we're too close to just add right here, though. Maybe not. Okay, now we are absolutely moving stops to break even. Oh, I don't want to let go of it though. That's okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna force ourselves to do this. Rude. So rude. You know what would be awesome right now? Like just a whole stream of red vectors. That'd be great. Just drop it like really hard. That would be awesome. Still have one account over here that's open that I'm watching, debating if I just take my $300 profit. $300. $400. Let's see if I can scale out of this. Is it actually gonna go? I'm gonna lock it in at 400. Or no, 300 in case it decides to be mean. This looks like they're gonna go for these. I need them to shift out of this zone. Keep on going, NASDAQ. I'm basically long from about here on my other accounts. Okay, we're coming up to yesterday's high. Ooh, nice nasty long wick. Okay, we're up 800, but we're getting stuck. Notice we're sitting right here at this standard deviation band, and that's also yesterday's high. So if it comes to here, I'm stopped out. So it's either go or no go. Okay, we're out on that one. Good deal. Not mad on that at all. Now the question is this where we're short from? Green vectors pushing price up. We had our first push here and our second push here. And then this could have been our third push right here. We're really just watching to see what they do with yesterday's high. Basically, are they keeping these traders right here? Well, basically these. No, they let those go. So these, are they keeping this group of traders that went long in this zone? Here, we're gonna make it red. That way it stands out. Oh, no, not red. We're in New York. Yellow it is. Okay. Okay. Are the people in the yellow trapped long? That's the question. Did they trap traders long up here? If so, then they will not break into this box. I kind of already did let them out though. All but a tick. Well, we'll just wait and see. We now have closed above yesterday's high, and it looks like we're taking back these imbalances. Trying to take back that violet vector on the 1. And this red vector on the 5. Not quite comfortable going short here. Definitely thinking about it. No. We'll wait. I'll let this 15-second close. Possibly taking a short. Okay, we're gonna take a short here. Does that give us room? 703. Okay, so I'm doing it to like 706. We'll give it some room. Hardest part is if it's going to actually hold yesterday's high. That was also a new 5-minute candle. So that could have just been the bottom wick. TDI is questionable on the 5. Okay, if they hold this, I don't want it anymore. So my stops are at break even. Super tight. Super tight, yeah. Yeah, if they, it looks like they just might stop me right back out again. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. So how are we doing so far today? I'm a mixture of red and green across my accounts. Some of them are green, some of them are red. Whoa. That was cruel. My screen's resetting. Ooh, blue vector on the 1. Is something happening? Okay. This is looking like I could have held my longs. Okay, now we've reclaimed that violet vector on the 5. So we're watching this to see if those traders are truly trapped or if they're actually going to re-break the highs. For how slow this is, it's just like creeping up. This might actually be an uptrend for a while, but we'll see. We've deviated away from the 5 and 13 on the 1. That might have been a bad idea, but we'll try this. We're gonna try it. Well, I'm gonna try it. Let me rephrase that. I can't go break even this fast, but what I can do is I can take profit if we don't. I want yesterday's high. That's what I want. Yeah, selling too early. Yeah, I can kind of be the story of my life. Or like buy the dip, but you buy the first leg of the W instead of the second leg of the W, and then it comes back and haunts you for 24 hours. Yeah, sounds about right. It's hard to be patient. It's so hard. And then as much as I want to say I'm, you know, that the loss yesterday didn't really affect me, like that trade, I'm definitely more nervous today to use the size and group trade. But here we are, doing it anyway. Wait, no, I'm not. Oh no. This is the wrong account. I need to get out of this trade. Simple as that. Yeah, we're not doing this. Waiting for it to give me an exit. I was looking at this and I was like, something doesn't look right. Like, I like this trade right now, but I am on the wrong account. Or maybe God is telling me I'm on the right account. I don't know. We'll just use this account for the moment. Blue vector, come on. Now Bing's this account, I'm gonna trail this tight. To the wick. That way if it bounces back and wants to flip up, I am out of this. It's a quick 700, 800, 900, 1,000. How did that not just take me out? That's okay. Now it took me out. Alrighty then. Well, that was fun. Now, let me fix this. You know what it was? It was when it reset. Super non-emotional. You know... And this is me jacked on caffeine right now. I don't know if I'd say I'm not an emotional trader, but I try not to be. That was a really good trade. I'm gonna pat myself on the back real quick. Good job. Okay, now that we have our group trades available and not trading 3 contracts on this other account. Still thinking down. But all we did was pin the 13 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. It looks like they just might release these traders after all. I don't know, we'll know in about 15 seconds. We'll see what they do with this. Okay, there's a tiny gap. They're gonna come back down. Okay, now they just filled the gap. Okay. Sometimes when they push up and they leave those gaps below, they come back for those. They did it earlier. Where did I see it? On the 1 minute? Oh, right here. That's why I had my short bias. I just didn't know how short they were gonna go. That there was a gap on the 1 minute at 624. See how they were pushing price up? NASDAQ does not like to leave these gaps like this. Especially after a fast move up. It's like they just want to be able to fill it. Okay. Back to work. See if we can make some more damn money. I mean, not money. This is looking like a nice up. I want to see. Okay, so the only way I'm going to take a trade, a short, right now, is if this 5 minute turns into a blue or a violet vector. That's what we're going to wait. We still have 3 minutes just to see. The only reason, and then we also don't have, there's no vectors here at the highs on the 1 minute either. I'm hungry. All I've had today is coffee. No, I'm not going short, even if I want to go short. That is how we get wrecked. To really get a sell-off if they're gonna roll this over. I just realized my volume profile, you know, that's a Tradevate issue. This volume profile likes to vanish on me. Over here, you can see it working, but there's nothing there. My other one is working. some reason when this one, maybe if I refreshed it, it would work. This is looking like a short. 1 more minute. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. I will let it have the next 60 seconds of chart time without taking a trade. No vectors at these highs. And we have a new hour incoming. We get 2 more 15-second candles, so we'll see what it does. Okay, we're still pulling back. Okay, new hourly candle. Just opening up. This 10 o'clock usually gets me as well. It's kind of weird. Usually if I'm in a trade at 10 o'clock, it doesn't go well for me. Let's go see how the 4-hour closed at 9. So 4-hour was a red doji, basically. You could roll over. What about the 1 hour? Ooh, green, red, green. Well, we're definitely getting some interest here. Let's go back to the 1 minute. We'll see. How extended are we on the 5? We have some divergence on the 5 again. No shark fins on the 5 minute. The 1 minute, kind of looks like it could still go up again, so we're gonna wait. I say that it looks like if we sell off from here, if we do, okay, I'm gonna try a super tight stop. There we go. On the 15-second, I want to see if it's actually gonna come back. We do have the blue vector at yesterday's high. 686. Is that 686 or 696? 686. Okay. Come on. I need a shift candle. Shift candles is like one big red one. Basically shifting price downwards. Come on. Go break the low. Well, this relevant low anyway. Okay. Well, if you're going to be like that, NASDAQ. Here we go. This is a shift candle. So it means I can put my stops basically at break even. I do like the 15-second. Maybe a little too much. That blue vector was down here. About here. We'll see if it comes back for it. Really? We have 8 more seconds for this 5-minute to close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No candle? I don't like how fast that spiked down. I want to see it break this previous low right here. I want to see it break 700 basically. Come on. You can do it. I give you permission. We want to go back and retest yesterday's high. Come on, NASDAQ, you can drop it. Don't be shy. You have not taken. They took this wick, but they haven't actually taken the blue vector. Well, that was rude. I got stopped out. Answering a text message. Finding support at 700. That is what this looks like. Still waiting to see something, some kind of conviction for a direction here. The wicks say up. We have 29 seconds on this 5-minute candle, so I'm just gonna kind of wait. I'm gonna wait. Okay, this looks like we're actually going to re-break the highs. I don't know, actually, that's a fast move. As much as I don't want to go grab something to eat right now, I need to because this coffee's making my stomach hurt. So I'm going to give this a little bit more time, but this does look like we are going to release these traders up here. And we have these imbalances above to go back to. If this box is a red vector on the daily that we could definitely take back. Taking sells here again, I don't know. Waiting to see what we do with this previous area. Kind of tapped it twice. We should go right through it. Should. Oh, it's getting kind of hurry. They left a gap right here. Let me make sure I'm... Yes. Okay. Well, that is interesting. 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute kind of still looks like it wants to go up on the TDI. I don't use the TDI a lot, but they filled the gap. It's quite a bit selling off right now, though. Doesn't look that way on the 1 minute. It does on the 15 second. It looks like they're gonna re-break the high. So these traders are not gonna be trapped here. They're gonna release everybody here, and instead they probably had traders trapped down here, more likely. Still no vectors on the 1 minute. This looks like they want to try up again. Just gonna kind of take a scout just based off. They did. This 5 minute looks strong to the upside, and there's only 30 seconds left, so they either pull back super hard and hit my stops, or they range around here and then they push up. So right now we're just writing the EMAs. This is not really a gap over here, by the way. There is a candle there. Okay, we're getting a little bit busy. New 5 minute candle. 1 minute. Could snap back down. What are you doing, NASDAQ? New 15 minute candle. Let's check the 15 minute while we're here. I might get stopped out in the process, but that's okay. No, I don't have any vectors on the 5. I don't have any vectors on the 15. Kind of what they were doing yesterday and the day before, where it's like the only thing that they're building is longs. So I'll have to see. Oh, I'm definitely going to break even. See if they can take out the highs. No. Really? Come on. Just do it. What are you scared of? Don't be a scaredy cat. I want to see them re-break the highs, but now we have a green vector on the 1. So this could be a trap, but I don't think it is. I think we're actually... There we go. Okay, let's keep going. I'm looking for 775. 775. 775. Let's see if we make it there. We're halfway there. I don't want to get back too much profit, so I'm gonna trail this. There was enough volume there that it actually pushed this outside band to go up higher. So that's a good sign. Okay, so we no longer have, these are not the trap traders. No, this is the one. How long will they actually let us run these longs for? Oh, okay, I closed out of my long there. Yep, my stop would have been hit anyway that I was trailing. This could actually be a good short opportunity all the way back to the VWAP to 674. I'm not going to take it because the shorts have been very short span time frame today. Definitely could have been a good short opportunity. I just don't have anything else to go off of besides, obviously, we're selling off right now. But we took back the green vector on the 1 after breaching the high. So, I mean, now we're coming right back into here, but... Sorry, not into here. We're coming back into the Brinks box, the New York trading session. Yeah, so this is actually, this looks like they want to short this back to yesterday's high, take back that blue vector, and possibly even back to like the 200 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. That's what this looks like. Just about how much size you use to get there. I'm gonna wait, I'll be right back. Look at that gorgeous sell-off. Oh, am I coming back? Oh, it's not idle that long. Come on now. I want to go long. Like, I really want to go long here. That was a beautiful sell-off, though. Well, that was fast. What do we tap? The 200? I'm gonna try some buys here. I'll put some stops in place as well, just below the 200 EMA on the 1 minute, just in case maybe they're not done here, but we've got violet vectors on the 1 minute to come back to. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stops to break even. Boy, that was like great timing. Great timing for me. See if we can make it back above yesterday's high. The candles are getting a little bit faster here, so we could. Is this just a tap to reject? We'll lock in a little bit of profit here. Okay, so now we had a wick. We're back above yesterday's high. Let's see if we can take the rest of this violet vector on the 1. Coming back up to the 50 on the 1 minute. Closed that one. I think we could get like another leg or another tap to yesterday's high. I'm gonna leave these open. So between Asia last night, man, like I know we don't want to talk about money, but just made my husband's paycheck in the last 12 hours. We're holding the 50. Okay, so right there we wicked into that violet vector. Yeah. Okay. So they broke the high. They came back down to the VWAP, picked up orders. Picked up orders here. Built a few more positions on the way down. And so we should, I hate saying should, we might go back and re-break the highs again. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Nobody knows except for the market maker. Oh yeah, look at it go. Cool. See if we can turn all these accounts green again. I feel like there's possibly a lot of traders that missed that entry. Notice there's no wick, so this is why I like the VWAP so much. Very tempted to close. Yeah, I like weird dumps like that though. It's funny that I called it. I was like, oh, this looks like we could go all the way back to the VWAP. Well, that's exactly where it went to. I'm gonna close my longs. It just looks like we could maybe come back down again. Maybe not. It's like they just pulled back to the 50 EMA and I could just rock it from here. I'll take it. Why not? I'm gonna give it all of the 50. I know I just closed this previous trade, but 732? 732. So that's, I want to see it at least go back to 732. Clear out that violet vector on the 1. Oh shit, that's a 15-minute. I am nuts. Hold on. Oh, that was a really good sell on previously. This red vector on the 5-minute straight back to the VWAP, like that's golden. That's a perfect way to get in. See if this will go and take that violet vector on the 1. It looks like it may want to. Kind of just watching to see what it does right now. Pretty sure that London close was 8 minutes ago. I'm not seeing any big imbalances down lower besides where we were overnight for London or for Asia. Maybe that's their intentions. Maybe this is just a retrace to continue down. I don't know. We've been holding this 50 EMA pretty well. I say that as it breaks. Okay, stop me out. So now I'm really not sure up or down. I'm really thinking down. But we left that vector up top. Well, when I don't know, I should just wait. We're gonna try these stops one more time. Or we're gonna try the shorts, I mean. Kind of bounced from there last time. And tagged me out. Okay, well. Considering buying again here. It's got to hold yesterday high. Five-minute doesn't look convincing. Okay, let's see. We might actually break through the VWAP and start working downwards. So not looking for buys. We're not holding really yesterday high. Unless this turns into a red vector into... Nope. Unless we get another tap to the VWAP. The session VWAP. And give us another 30 seconds. Okay, sliding down a little further. I want to see it retest the VWAP. Really? This is some funky price action. Right on the session VWAP right now. Waiting to see if we get a pump. This looks like it could still dump. Yeah, and I don't know if I... No, the speed of the candles is a good thing. That is a good thing. Yeah, when you start getting chopped up, it's just kind of like you gotta wait a second. It's like I want to go long here, but I don't have a vector on the 1. I don't have a vector on the 5. I have nothing telling me that it's changing besides, you know, the 15 second. That's nothing. About right here is where I'm... Okay, we're gonna, I'm gonna try a long right here. I was just basing that off of... It looked like that 1 minute candle wanted to flip, but then again, see, it just did it again. Like right whenever I entered a second ago, it flipped right back down again. It's not really ideal. Got 8 seconds. I want to see this start pushing up instead of down. Again, this is kind of this is a lower quality trade. We're at the VWAP, trying to play a bounce off the VWAP. But there's no vectors on the 1 or the 5. Waiting to see. We still have another minute. If this holds yesterday's high. So 689. We're like right there. I don't 689. Sitting right there at the 690s. I don't know if we're gonna get. The 50 is sitting at 698. That would be like a test back to. Oh, back to entry. New 5-minute candle. Is that why we got so angry there for a second? We're still hanging out at yesterday's high. Still hanging out. Okay, I am taking these trades to break even. This behavior, man. Got one trade that's hanging on over here at break even. It's like up $100. It's not much. Man, those wicks. Now we're back to the 50 EMA. Yep, it tagged me. I'm out. Okay. Yeah, this is some peculiar price action right now. I mean, it kind of seems like it's failing. The daily VWAP is down here at 5.9. Checking to see what we do here at the New York session VWAP. Very indecisive. We're holding price at yesterday's high. But until it actually gets over the 50 EMA, I can't say that this is like a good long position that I'm in. So it's got to get over the 50. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, I need to get out of these trades. Six, eight, eight. 688 is basically okay, so we had a blue vector on the 1 at the 50. Looks like this could come right back down again. Could. Or they'll save it and come back for it later. We've been doing so much consolidation this week. Blue vector recovered fully. We've tried twice to get over this 50 EMA without any luck. Probably gonna call it a day and cut the stream. Yeah, I'm out of all my trades. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. We're too close to the VWAP, so we'd have to deviate like really far away from it before we would get a move again. Because your safest trading is waiting for price to move away from the VWAP and then trading back towards it, which is my favorite. So you know, my eyes are burning anyway, so I'm ending up 4,000 on my personal accounts for the day. Could have been more, but I had some losses early on that I had to make back. Not going to complain. Let me see if these reports, if they have too much private information on them for me to share with y'all. How can I do this? I can do this. Well, let me paste it. No, I know what I'll do. There we go. Why does this look weird? Total profit 4,160. All trades gross P&L 3,265. But it says I made 4,015. Maybe it hasn't included this last trade that I did. I don't know. Max run up 3,500. But yeah, 70% win rate, 25% losers. I'm not gonna complain. Not a perfect day. Closing the stream. If I see anything, I'll post it in the Discord. Anything lining up for a nice trade, but this is the last thing you want to do is get caught in this kind of consolidation stuff. So I'm gonna force myself to walk away. Y'all have a good one. Like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. All the links are in down below.